Welcome to Westside Scamandal, Volume 3, Special Report. This just in. We've got new news. We've got Amanda. We've got Ciara. Kyle's a mess.
Carl.
He's a mess too.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't been here since the Scamandal. Westside, what are we calling it? Westside Scamandal,
Westside
bro.
Scamandal.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, or are you just you're
Thank
cool
you so
with
much.
it?
I really appreciate your ability to give me this platform to speak on this.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Because West was.
Wes was my guy.
Our guy.
I'm very upset about it. I'm more upset about this than I was about Vanderpump.
I am too.
And I have gone to a Tom Sandoval's in the Most Extra show. I feel like we've all bumped shoulders with some of those fools.
Yeah.
Love them. This to me was my Scandoval.
Yeah.
This was worse to me than Scandoval. And I'm just so disappointed in all of them. I'm so disappointed.
By all of them, we mean
Amanda
West
and
and
Wes.
Amanda. Yeah.
Yes, of course,
Not
of course.
Ciara's
no,
and Kyle.
Ciara could
Yeah.
kill my cat and I'd say thank you.
Yeah. Just clarify for
Yeah,
the people.
sorry. Yes. Them being Amanda and Wes.
Yeah.
I feel betrayed. I feel like I thought I had family and friends and I actually have nothing.
Yeah. I understand
The
this.
ground beneath me crumbled.
You feel like Carl.
Harris is a mess.
There's his mess.
Except I'm not getting an Uber Eats ad. So Uber Eats, if you want to sponsor us.
And you're out. I'm just kidding.
Funny.
Thanks.
I don't think Wes cares about anybody but
himself. Me, myself,
Doesn't care
and
about
I.
Jesse, doesn't care about Carl,
Nope.
doesn't care about Kyle, doesn't care about Amanda, doesn't care
Nope.
about Ciara. Couldn't care less about anybody but his penis.
So you think all of Wes, everything he says is fake and performative? Like why this is going to be a
This is hard
crazy
for me, so.
episode. Why go to KJ and ask if once he finds out KJ has anxiety, if he likes for people to check in on him? Why tell Kyle later on, Carl has the thing, he needed to talk to him. Well, I had laundry to do. Cool, dude, don't bring up laundry. Like I talked about it the other day when we filmed Southern Hospitality and we did a little special report with Travis. Like I'm obviously coming to the dark side of the like psychoticness of this whole thing. Whereas at first I was like, this seems like a normal, like shitty situation, but normal love story. Oh, my husband won't listen. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to listen to you. Oh man, you always listen to me. Always there. Like whatever. I might be starting to be pulled to the dark side. I just cannot.
You mean the right side of history?
No, that's the problem though. I can't grasp that people are this psychotic. Like to think that if these two had no desire to talk to anybody, just started banging, have been banging, keeping it a secret. Somebody said something, there's an investigator, Paige hired, and now they got and now they have to say something because they got caught, but they didn't give a about anybody at all is crazy to me. Like to think that there are, and I said it on the other episode, people are gonna be like, bro, have you turned on a TV ever in your life? The world is psychotic. I understand that. I don't get it though. So if I don't get it, it's not like I'm just it's stopping. Every time I go there, I'm like, no, that's not. People can't do that. Like you don't do that to Ciara. You don't do that in this. Why? How could you do that? And then I see Wes saying these things and having these moments with his friends, and I'm like, do psychopaths have these moments? Do you say these kind of things?
Yes. Like look at a guy like Bernie Madoff, right? Everybody that talks about him is just like, hold on, he was a doting grandfather.
Bro, you're gonna compare these two to Bernie Madoff?
Just West. In the sense that I think he has real issues going on upstairs because his ability, you listened to Ciara tell you that comment that she made during that conversation that we all loved so much was directed towards West. When she goes, there was an added layer for me, bro. Like you didn't get the blowback that I got from our interracial relationship. So he's hearing not just have you broken my heart on like a regular, you're a douche level and you went to the New York Times instead of just talking to me. And then now I'm like opening up to you and you've spent all season flirting with me. And then you're going to go and hook up with someone that I have an actual friendship with after I've been open and vulnerable with you again, and you know that I get double the backlash that you do, like there's something wrong with you. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not being hyperbolic. He needs deep therapy.
Emotional help.
He needs help. This guy with chicks, like we were just watching something before we pressed record, where West was overheard allegedly saying, like, I don't understand.
Let's emphasize allegedly,
Yeah.
because Lindsay just had this whole thing happen to her.
That's why I said
where
allegedly.
she was
Season 2 of Valley, allegedly.
Yeah.
But listen, he's also at a pool. This isn't alleged. He was at a pool sunbathing. Like,
Cool.
I'm just saying, like, oh, Ted's on the poof.
Hey, Ted's
No.
fifth.
Ted's on the poof. Give her a treat to reinforce. Oh, Ted. Wow, that was so majestic, Theodore.
Fiddler on the Roof,
Yeah,
Ted on the
roof.
roof.
Yeah, so good, Harris.
Fiddler.
Ted, look what Uncle Mike has.
Tedler.
I just think it's Penny Lane, man. Show some respect. Like, I just feel like this guy doesn't give a about, you just said it, doesn't give a besides anyone but himself.
And
What if he
projection
doesn't even
disclaim-
care about himself? What if he doesn't care about?
Well, we know he's-
Great, even more of a reason
Even-
to get help.
Yeah, well, you guys talked about it last week. Like, he's a sicko. Like, this guy is a sick motherfucker. Sorry, Judy. Sicko. He's into weird shit, porn. Like, I just feel like maybe he doesn't care about himself. Maybe he really hates himself, and that's why he not only treats women like this, but everybody like this. And maybe he does tell KJ, check in with me, because I just feel like he is the type of person that tells people what they want to hear. Projection disclaimer, I just had my own personal, not scamanda, but I had a very bad falling out with a really good friend recently. And now that I'm talking about it, this person also exhibited a lot of the same traits that Wes did. This person was really good at telling me what I wanted to hear, making me feel like I was supported. But when it got to like real shit and like real emotions and like real connection, he wanted nothing to do with it. And we stopped being friends literally 2 days ago. Like, this was one of my closest friends, and he completely like messed my mind up with like opening up to people, and like I feel a little bit more guarded now. And like, I'm not saying I feel bad. I feel so bad for Ciara. Like, she got burned. But there's also a part of me right now, this is a very hot take, I like also kind of empathize right now for Amanda, in the sense that like she's really getting the worst of it. And Wes, I don't think Wes cares.
You know why she's getting the worst of it? There's many layers to it, but number one, I think we expect more from women than we do men. Men are allowed to fulminate and be angry, and if a woman's not smiling enough, it's like, you should smile more.
Yeah.
Or like, if we get emotional about something, it's because you're an emotional woman.
Yeah.
But then we have people in the public eye that are in charge of really big things that are emotional, texting, typing, tweeting in all caps. And it's just like, oh, but if a chick did that, she would be unhinged, and maybe it was her time of the month. And it's like, off. That annoys the shit out of me with the female component of it. But I think the added layer to that is we all knew who West was. Mm-hmm. We started to forgive him, I think, because Ciara, and I'm not blaming Ciara. I just think like when Ciara was like, okay, like I'm going to laugh with him again. I'm going to whatever. It's like, oh, okay, well, you're with this person. If you feel like it's safe to do that, like.
Then we trust you.
Then we trust you, girl. And like, we're with you. But we saw him act like a piece of shit. This is very new for now. In hindsight, we can look back and be like, oh, that was weird that she was holding hands with Craig under the table. That was weird that, she just was skinny dipping with Ben. Mm-hmm. But we weren't clocking it the same way because she was also always being viewed through the lens of Kyle and with that kind of shield there. Like, she never went into a reunion alone. She never went into the house alone. She never had to create a completely individual storyline because she had Kyle there. Yeah. And so at any rate, I think this is the first time we're realizing that she she isn't a girl's girl for whatever that means to someone. To me, it's like, you don't do this to a friend. You don't do this to an enemy. This is just shit behavior. And Ciara's been so fantastic. Like, listen, I love Lindsay, but Lindsay has had her moments. Ciara has been, to me, perfection on these shows. Like, whether it's Winter House, Summer House, she has always carried herself with such composure. She's been vulnerable. When she cries, I cry because I feel like she's really letting me into these different, like I was a mess like 3 times during this episode. When she's opening up, Mia's opening up, someone else did something and I'm like in tears. And I feel like this is who you're gonna wrong. Like, this is your girl.
Yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't. And maybe you were just lying the whole time because you thought it was fun to be in the bed bugs. But then that makes you like dark to me.
Yeah, well,
But then it's like, sorry, real quick. It's like, that's where I get how much of this, like, I fall into that. Is this a fake ass story? Like,
No
this
way.
was my
No.
show. This was the one that I was like, no,
Me
this
and
is
you both.
real.
Me
Like,
and you
this,
both.
these are people who got a summer
This
house and some producer was like, oh, we should film that. Like,
this was our fantasy fulfillment.
yeah, this was the perfect reality show.
Yeah.
And now I'm not starting to think, but starting to be like, wait a minute, is this all, has this all gone to crap? Is it all performance now?
Out of
Is
all
it
the Bravo shows, I disagree with you. I feel like this is the most real one.
No, that's what he's saying. He thought it
yeah.
was.
No, I think so too.
Okay. I
That-
thought you were saying that you now feel like it's not.
No, now I'm wondering. I'm starting
okay,
to
okay.
wonder.
I understand.
Like, again, I'm not, and if you guys watch the last episode, you're going to be like, dude, you said all this shit in the last
Yeah,
episode.
you got
and I
burned
did.
at the stake in those comments.
Not this episode, the one with Travis.
Oh.
But I don't, and some people agree with me. Enough people agreed with
Yeah,
me.
that's
that
awesome.
I
That's awesome. That's
wasn't,
awesome.
yeah, I didn't feel too stupid.
Never stupid.
I don't like cheaters. I'm not a cheater. And everyone's like, yeah, cool. Nobody does. Fine. But I really don't like cheaters. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I don't, no one cheated, right? But I don't understand,
That
like
we
I said
know of.
earlier.
We don't know.
Fine.
Allegedly,
that
we
know of.
don't.
Yeah. Allegedly, no one cheated. Maybe they were banging a freaking year and a half ago. Maybe this has been going on for that long. And I'd said that. And so did Travis. If that's the case, if we find
You
out
said that you
these,
think that they did cheat.
No. If we find out that they had been doing this, because I was like, this is not Scandoval. This is like whatever. This is just a shitty situation, and it sucks for Ciara. But if we find out that these two have been banging since what, a year, 2020, last year, whatever, and that's what broke up, then yeah, we're on Scandoval alert, and it's a little worse because this is a marriage that was destroyed, not a 9-year relationship. A little worse. Like that, I'm not discounting Tom and Ariana's 9-year relationship. It's a very serious relationship, but the marriage is a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, my friendship breakup,
If that happens.
my friendship
Yeah.
breakup recently allowed me to put myself in Amanda's shoes, and I met this person at a time where I was feeling very low, and this person came in my life, felt like a savior. And I can imagine that's probably how Amanda felt when she was going through hell and back with Kyle. And she was like, oh, Wes, like this like funny, sweet guy is like here to swoop me off my feet and save me from my miserable marriage. And he completely took advantage of her. And that's why I empathize with Amanda, is because I feel like my friend took advantage of me. And the situations feel very parallel when I'm watching it back. And so that's why the only reason I have like any empathy for Amanda is because he completely took advantage of her in a vulnerable state and exploited the hell out of it. So that's why I feel any ounce of empathy towards her right now.
Do you think there's 0.000 forever infinity chance that these two are endgame in love?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
And you think
I
0.0
think he-
chance?
I think she brought a knife to a gunfight with this guy. She is so outmatched with him in the sense that he plays everybody.
He's super calculated.
Every girl falls for his game.
Yeah.
Hook, line,
Hi,
and sinker.
I'm every girl.
Literally. We don't know a girl that he's tried to like kick it to that he got rejected from.
Yeah.
There was even allegedly that girl, Mia Moreno, who
Yeah.
he's allegedly been in a
Who gave him the
relationship
tie.
to, the horsehair tie, that he talked about on Watch What Happens Live.
Can
They,
we please title this episode allegedly?
yeah.
Yeah.
Title of ep, allegedly.
You'll come to that
Scamandal,
conclusion
Allegedly.
when you're watching it. Yeah.
That said, I'll be the judge of that. And she will. Basically, nothing we say
Tin
matters.
hats on.
Mahia Moreno apparently was dating West for 2 years.
Prior to him coming on the show.
But also while he was on
Correct,
the show.
correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like he just was telling her like, oh, all of this is for the show. Like bringing Ciara as your wedding guest when we're not filming is for the show. The game this guy can run. He should be a politician, honestly.
And you know what? You probably just manifested that into this timeline.
But what if
West
it
for-
is? What if it is all for the show? What if they got to
Then
the point?
he's doing that though. I'm telling
And he
you.
just ruined my favorite show.
This is what I think happened, and no one will agree with me, and that's fine. It's the life I live, and I'm okay with it.
I'll probably agree with you.
Thank you. I really think that this show is real. Do I think that all of them are the best of friends when they leave this house? No. Do I think a lot of them have good, tight friendships when they leave the show? Clearly, Kyle and Amanda got married. I think Ciara and Paige are legitimate friends, and Paige was on the show forever. And Hannah. Look at Carl and Kyle are best friends. Carl and Lindsay fell in love and got married. These are real f***ing friendships
I
and
agree.
real. Amanda is the serial monogamist. And so while I have empathy for her falling prey to his game and her being in a place where it's like, oh, I haven't had this in a while. I haven't felt this in a while. I get that. I don't get doing it to your best friend who's been the mensch of all mensches for you. And I also don't
course
get
not.
doing it in the sense that this is Amanda's, in my opinion, this is how Amanda rolls. Amanda is a relationship chick. She wants the attention of a dude. And we've just never seen her do any of this because the entire time she has been on this show, she has been with Kyle. But if we got a single summer out of Amanda, we would see her bopping from guy to guy. She's not a Paige.
It would be Lindsay season 6. Allegedly.
But I think like there's someone in our comments, and I have the comment to read later in the ep, that said like, Natalie nailed it. I went to high school with her and she was that chick that always had a boyfriend. And there's nothing wrong with being
We
that
all know
girl.
one of those girls.
It's only wrong if you are
If you
screwing
should-
over
Of course.
an amazing friend that you have to hook up with a guy who's an idiot.
Yeah.
Who's going to like, Vanita, where are you when we need you? This guy is going to walk you like a dog.
100% does not justify her behavior towards Ciara. Does not justify her ruining my favorite show
And maybe ruining in the city.
in the city, any other opportunities that we'd get with these people.
And it's also just shitty.
It's
that
just shitty. It's
they
just
just
shitty.
didn't think about how their actions affect anyone else.
Of
affect
course.
how the show that's currently airing, the people that work on the show, in the city that's going to air. Like, guys, you're never going to get away with this. We are going to find out.
course.
Clearly, here we are. You couldn't even make it a year with keeping this under wraps. So now a show that millions of dollars was poured into and people were going to make money and have brand deals and product placement and all this stuff, that all gets shit canned. And trust me, I get it. There are bigger problems in the world. I'm just saying it has bigger implications. And they're not, allegedly, West was overheard saying like, you know, Ciara's overly sensitive about everything. And you know what? Good for her. I love overly sensitive
you
people.
could s-
I'm an overly sensitive
He
person.
could stand to be a little bit more sensitive.
Correct. Thank you. Take a page from Ciara's book, you dick. Sorry, Judy. Sorry, I'm so annoyed with him.
Yeah, no, I don't agree
think they
that-
thought about how their actions were
No,
going to
not at
affect
all.
them. He said, like, it's not a big deal. There was no girl code or guy code that we broke. It's two friends that like started having feelings for each other and started hooking up. And it's like, I feel like you guys are friends and you work together and you didn't give anyone the common courtesy of just saying, hey, Kyle, before it happens, if you're feeling that much of an attraction, just go to your friends and be like, listen, I know you guys just split up and I know it's totally amicable and it's all good. We're just feeling something and we're going to explore this. Like, to let everyone be blindsided is just such shit behavior.
Of course. And I'm not saying that I condone what she did, what Wes did, what they did together. I'm just saying in general, like, I just, for where her head was probably at when she engaged in this, like, I understand where she was at.
But
I don't think that what she did was right though.
Totally. And then, but here's the huge difference between your situation and her situation.
Of course. Again, projection disclaimer.
There was no, and by the way, I project all the time, so no shade for that. I just mean you weren't hurting anyone in the process of you meeting someone and maybe being schooled by them and like opening up to a person that in the end you shouldn't have trusted, but you realize like didn't have your best interest.
Just not my person.
Right. You didn't do that while crushing somebody else.
Correct.
So there's a little, that we just have to take that into consideration.
Of course. Like I said, I can't imagine people are that crazy.
That evil.
And that evil. So and that they didn't think about it, and that like Scandoval happened and you still didn't. Scandoval wasn't 20 years ago. That just happened. So
yesterday.
I can't imagine that there wasn't a conversation that was either this is going to be a freaking disaster if we don't get ahead of this, or B, do you know how much money we can make off this? Like I think there's so many people that think that neither of those conversations happened.
No, I don't think either one of those conversations happened.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I think like
I'm not saying you're crazy.
No.
I'm just saying like that notion
that neither of those had.
They didn't have our conversation in this day and age after Scandoval, after the potential, after the nothing. You got nothing. This didn't nothing. I can't.
They just threw each other against the wall, banged, and waited for shit to happen.
Yeah, you're saying the press release or whatever is the like, out of the. I think they did go to everybody and say, we're about to do a press release. That was them being like, this is real.
Apparently they didn't.
According to that they did. Well, see, that's the other thing is like everything's a lie.
You would have thought they'd asked.
So I don't even think any
Lindsay,
of this is true. I think that Ciara and West are probably married, and Ciara's pregnant with West's baby, and they're going to live in the compound together with Kyle.
Is this an alternate universe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait,
I'd like to live in that one, please.
Is Pinkberry in that alternate universe?
Yeah.
Great, I'll be moving there also.
Please.
Everything blends together at a certain point, but didn't Lindsay on the post that she made today say that she hasn't heard from West at all?
Yeah, on her story.
She has. They didn't reach out to everyone in the cast
Afterwards. Since the news broke.
They still haven't. Lindsay just posted that this morning.
Since the news broke. I think
since the news broke, Lindsay says she has not heard from West, and even before she hadn't heard from him.
I didn't hear the before part. But I think I thought she was just saying, since it all broke in the press release, no one's reached out to me. But also, Lindsay, no offense, who's reaching out to Lindsay? That's not a best friend of anyone in the house. She's been a total monster for 10 years.
She brought him on the show.
She did bring him on the show.
She brought who on the show?
West.
Okay, fine. But they're not buddies. They're not friends. And they work together or some shit.
I thought
they met at a bar.
Amanda
I thought they
brought
had a good
Lexi
relationship
on the show. Nobody remember. Like, Amanda's brought Bailey and what's her face on the show. Like, I don't know if brought you on the show is a thing anymore, you know? I just
thought they had some form of a relationship. I did him
too.
And West. Lindsay and West.
She called him Westy Bestie all the time. You would have thought that he would have consulted Lindsay about that joint statement because it was so poorly written. And she used to do PR and publicity. So
I think Amanda probably should have.
Oh,
and Amanda
100%.
probably would have and I'm like, well, no, Amanda would have talked to Lindsay. Her and Kyle and Carl, like, who's the OGs, right? So, like, that's maybe a little weird, but also, we'll get into the episode at some point. And at the end of the episode, I was finally like, oh, I'm with Natalie. Amanda is dumb as dumb gets. Is your thing over there? Do you want to put it in the freezer?
Oh, I totally forgot.
Did you want to put it in the freezer?
No, I'm going to eat it now. I forgot it was there. I was so heated about Wes Wilson.
Ted does not like West, right? Okay. So I saw this needlepoint on Etsy a few years ago, and don't come for me. If this triggers you, it means
needlepoint. Come for her.
It means that maybe you are this person, and that I will have a problem with you. But it said, "Walk around with the confidence of a mediocre 30-year-old white man." And every time I look at West, that's what I see. You are a mediocre white dude, and you walk around with the confidence of King Midas. And it's
like
but I do think there really is something to that. Like, that's what's emboldening West to walk around and just be laying at the pool, or like allegedly be saying whatever he's saying, or to sit there, the reunion where he did do Ciara dirty, and say something. You had the chutzpah to walk around and talk to the New York Times, screw this girl over, be a shit person that like you went after her. She didn't go after you all summer. And now, oh, cat got your tongue. Now you have nothing to say, West. Like you need a lot of help, buddy.
He had better come correct for this reunion.
And he won't. He's going to be.
He won't. You're right. Why did I say that?
And
So stupid.
talk about Lindsay, you better come correct for this reunion because we don't have Paige. The one, I mean, we always need Paige, but like we really need Paige in a situation like this.
Paige is always here.
Yeah.
But she's not.
So the reunion comes. We find out that these two started banging in January of this year.
I don't think they'll be honest about when they started.
Allegedly.
Thank you.
It's not going to make any sense if you're like, oh, nothing they say is going to be true. Then
No, I just said I don't think that they will tell us when they started hooking up, honestly. I feel like that's a 50-50.
We're just going off of our gut, which is like January.
Now I think
it could be sooner.
It could have been over the summer. It could have been.
I'm of that thinking too.
Yeah.
So let's say they started banging in January of 2025, right? That's when this all started. Months before filming. This is actually
no,
the
you
reason.
mean 24?
No, January 2025.
No, because we haven't filmed this 2026. I'm dyslexic. Sorry.
Last January, right?
Yeah, January 2025.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So a year and a half almost, they've been banging. And that's actually what broke up the marriage. And they're totally honest about it. And they're like, listen, we fell in love, started here, then what?
I mean, then I would say, well, then why did you go out of your way to hit on Ciara and to be like, I miss her. And when we were together, it was so dreamy.
Because I wanted to make her jealous, or I was trying to deflect from a relationship that I thought Amanda was getting a little touchy-feely, and I was trying to deflect from all of that.
That's horrible to use another human being and their emotions as a pawn in your affair, A. B, there have been rumors that you and Ciara were hooking up over the fall up until
recently as February.
Oh, as February. I thought it was December, but let's say February.
The rumor, not true. Ciara confirms it. Not true.
Got it. So you guys have not hooked up one lick since you and Amanda have started.
I'm just saying, like, this thing is going to happen. The reunion's going to come. They're going to say whatever, truth or not truth, for peace or freedom.
Naturally.
And then what? Then
no,
nothing.
because what they
then
have
nothing's going to happen. Just like everything else on this planet, there will be zero consequence.
But sometimes
some of them will get rich off of this.
Ciara deserves to get rich off of it. Go all the way to the bank with it, girl. Buy all of your grandparents' homes with this money, okay? And other people's grandparents' homes. They have an opportunity, okay, to be honest, to give a legitimate apology, and to get help and course correct. Because moving forward, right? You can't unscramble an egg, but like you can do better moving forward. And so if they sat there and they were like, listen, we want to be completely honest about, we are actually in love, and we want to be, and even if they weren't, they could still say this, we want to be completely honest about what happened. We were actually having an affair and have been for the last year and a half. We don't condone this. We know it's horrible. We are here to apologize to Kyle, to Ciara, and to our entire cast and everyone that was watching, because clearly we were lying to everyone, and there is no excuse, and we're not trying to make one. But moving forward, we want to just know that we have at least been honest about what happened, and we will be completely honest moving forward. And we're sorry, and whatever hate we get, and however you want to slam us moving forward, it's deserved. We should be hugging the cactus for a minute, and I'm here to openly answer any questions you have and be honest about it.
Whatever hate and bullying they get, that is deserved.
Saying like, why would you continue to flirt with Ciara?
It doesn't even make a point. So cool. They make the perfect apology in your mind. Then what?
And they're honest about what happened, and then they're like, and then we
what they should do. I'm saying then what?
And then they say, and moving forward, we are going to be open and honest about our relationship and just do better so that we're not finding ourselves in a situation like this again. If we don't just be an honest person. Live your life in an honest way. Like
and then you'll forgive them, or the world will forgive them. Like, what would you
No,
like? You know what I'm saying? That's like, I think I'm trying to get at like
what does that do?
and then what? Like,
Because
and
I
then
just
what?
think-
What happens after this?
Because
Like
I
what
think,
happens to the show? Are you asking?
The show,
like,
them, the
Yeah.
Ciara,
right, the show can figure out whatever the
West,
show
everything.
is. I just
Us, the people in the comments that are whining about, myself included,
Yeah.
like all, like
Yeah,
not,
me too.
you know, yeah, all of us. Like, what happens? What
Because
happened after Scandoval?
don't-
Nothing. Nothing.
Well,
happened.
we got a 2-year hiatus, 2-3 year hiatus, and then it came back and it's
But it didn't come back.
well, Vanderpump came back, but it was not the same.
Yeah.
I just think beyond the show, being honest, there's something wonderful about it. I think other people can see like, oh shit, I had an affair, and maybe this is like my sign to just like, I'm gonna stop doing this. We're gonna live it like I'm gonna leave my significant other. They're gonna leave their significant other. We're gonna do this the right way. We're gonna move forward before anyone's caught or whatever it is. I just think nothing. I don't want to say nothing bad, but can come from being honest, because of course anything bad can come from anything. But like, I just think, and I get that we don't live in a perfect world. I just think it's a hell of a lot better when you have f***ed up to come to the table and said, I messed up. Here's what happened. I'm not lying about it. And I'm going to do better moving forward. And I think that is the example if you are on a global platform, as opposed to getting there and do what Tom Sandoval did, which is argue everybody, fight about why he was wronged, like, you don't get to be wronged when you're the one that caused the pain on everybody or towards everybody. Not saying that your feelings don't matter, but in this moment, all you've done is put your feelings before Ariana's feelings, before what's his
Rachel.
name? Rachel. James Kennedy. 'Cause I guess
James
they were
Kennedy,
together
yeah,
at the
yeah,
time, or like,
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. My point is, your need to be together and hook up overrode you being accountable to the people in your life that you promised to be open, honest, and accountable to.
yeah.
So yes, right now your feelings don't matter as much because you need to clean up the mess you made. It's like, you know, if you got into an accident because you were texting and driving, like that's horrible, but like you should make sure that everybody's okay because you were doing an irresponsible thing.
The scary part of it is that like, as we've learned about today's recent development of West at the pool bragging about, or not bragging, but basically saying like, Ciara's too sensitive. Like
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think in his mind, he thinks he's being honest.
This is we had this conversation in My Truth. I'm just speaking my truth. Okay, well, if your truth is a lie, it might be your truth, but it's not the truth.
Yeah, but this is why I keep saying West needs deep therapy.
Well, because I
He
think his
needs
version
help.
of the truth is not,
It's not the truth.
it's not the actual truth.
No.
And so I don't think that Wes, even if he was capable of saying, I'm sorry, this was wrong, I don't think he thinks that anything he was doing was wrong, which is the scariest
Because
part.
Oh my God, there's another person on Bravo like that. Interesting.
Oh, can we spell
Jax?
his name?
Yeah, we can say it, Craig Conover.
Oh, I thought it was Jax.
Natalie
Oh my
has
God, there's
entered the chat.
2 other people on Bravo like that. Yeah, I thought you weren't available this evening.
Well, now I am because you have my hard drive.
I never thought I would say that about Wes Wilson, but it's true. Like, he's not capable of living in honesty at all, ever. I think that's just who he is.
Yeah, until he gets help.
Yeah. But I don't think he thinks he needs help.
No, of course not, because what he's doing is working for him.
Yes,
you
and it
won't
always
get help
has.
until it stops working, until you hit the button
Yeah.
and no money comes out of the ATM. You're like, oh, maybe I got to go get a job. Like he's getting something out of the emotional ATM.
Yeah.
And this is why, if you are a woman out there, do not hook up with this man. Do not engage with this man. Do not laugh at his jokes. Do not think it'll be different with me. I could change him. No, you can't. No, you won't. No, it won't. He needs therapy. He needs to go away and figure his shit out, because his behavior with women is so gross.
But we've talked about this a few times on this channel, and somebody brought it up in the comments recently of like, don't date any of those dudes. Like, don't date those dudes. Don't date those women. Don't date those people.
Yeah.
Because West learned that from somewhere, right?
Totally.
West didn't just pop out and was like, I'm going to be a total asshole. He learned that from somewhere. That person learned that from somewhere, who learned that from somewhere, who learned that from somewhere, who learned that from somewhere. Like, it's the Southern charm. We talk about it a lot on Southern charm. It's like, these dudes are just idiots. They're never going to grow up. They're never going to give you what you want. Maybe one of them excluded, if you believe him. But like that, but they keep getting dates. Girls keep going out with them. They've been on TV for 10 years. We've all know who these dudes are, and we're all still like, oh, I'm gonna go out with that guy. I'm gonna go out with that. Oh, you want to go out? I'll go out with you. And then you get burned, and you're like, I can't believe I got burned. Like, okay, well, you can't because you dated the idiot guy, and the idiot guy doesn't think he's an idiot because he keeps getting dates, right? So it's not just West. It's all the idiots. It's all the assholes. Stop dating shitty people. Send that message that shitty people don't get to date anymore.
Thank you. Yes, that's actually the bigger message. And there's also one other PSA I just need to put out there while we're doing bigger messages. I now don't care if anyone's mispronouncing West's name because I don't currently respect him. And so I don't care if you mispronounce it or
We do
misspell
not need
it.
to be putting respect on that name.
Correct. Although I do just need to say, it is West. It is not Wes. And so many people in the comments do Wes. And I don't know if they're doing it to be funny, which
is funny because when he was introduced to everybody at the house, they go West hard T.
yes,
West.
West hard T, and he's a big D.
Yeah. Oh.
Giant.
When you were saying if you believe him, were you referring to Craig?
Mm-hmm. Digging
That was a
Craig.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I by the way, sorry, I almost
I
wore a
caught
green
that.
shirt, and we really would have been telling quite
Dude,
the color
Travis
story.
and I have been on like a cycle,
wavelength?
like seriously, like wearing the same colored shirts for the last 3 weeks.
Well,
That's
I feel
really
like
cute.
we're all cycled up probably.
Yeah,
I'm in my
obviously.
luteal phase.
We are reading these comments live as they're just coming in because Nat just put up volume dose. And Sarah Freeman said, my show is on, which it's our favorite thing. We're just going to go through some of these comments that are literally coming in right now. We are breaking news.
This just literally in.
This just literally in. Okay. Pat Clark said, to me, this is as bad as Scandoval. I agree with you, Pat, wholeheartedly, because we
Worse.
all love, right? Don't you agree with that?
Worse.
Thank you. We don't have to trauma compare, but it's really hitting me hard. This one's hitting me hard because we all love Ciara. I don't think Ariana was as well liked as Ciara. Ariana became our little darling after Scandoval. Also, Ciara just made herself vulnerable about the racial abuse she has suffered over West. Amanda knew how vulnerable and how faithful Ciara had been to Amanda, and Amanda proceeded to stab Ciara in the back. Even if you don't think Ciara still has lots of emotions for West, because of the way West was drooling over Ciara, this is embarrassing to Ciara, if nothing else. And I completely agree with you, but I said this last episode and I can't reiterate it enough. I know the feeling for Ciara is to feel so just like heartbroken and embarrassed, but don't you be embarrassed, girl. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. You have done nothing wrong. You're amazing. And I get that. It makes perfect sense, but no. Next one is from Needing. Oh God, you brought another straight man onto the show to downplay this scandal. Where is Harris? Ningy,
Hi,
your
I love
boy's
you.
here.
I love you.
I can't do this again. Don't worry. We understand. We've got
She always has my back.
our Ugg boots on the ground, guy.
We're back.
And we're so back. Why must you insist on squandering this opportunity by featuring people who don't
Travis
recognize?
is amazing, you guys. Travis is so funny. But we just bring a different energy.
And right now we need your energy. No shade, Travis, but we need not straight man energy currently. Sorry, we have to do the rest of the show with Mike. Maybe I should have saved that for
There's
the
one
end.
particular straight man that has ruined it all for us this week.
That's right.
By
Blame
the name
West.
of
Craig
Westling.
Conover.
He's not even on the show.
Normally I would be like, hell yeah, but
Thank you.
I was talking about Westling Conrad Wilson.
That's right. And if you want to mess up his name and call him Wes, I don't care because I don't care about you, Wes.
Hard T, small D.
We were workshopping it. You nailed it. That's right. And hopefully he never nails another woman again.
Well, because it's small.
Okay.
So.
I shall continue to listen out of loyalty, Ciara style, but I am already triggered. Natalie, call me if you need to cathart. Also, I'm available to conference in by video to set these people straight.
Honestly,
anytime.
I want to call Nini. I want to talk to her.
Who doesn't? I get to read Truth for Peace for Freedom. Do, 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 do.
Interns don't get that privilege.
No, You did not yet. You got
I
to
have to
work up
earn
to that.
that.
That's right. Okay. True said, I'm not sure if this is a trait of an Aquarius or just a normal red-blooded human. I'll let you know. Truth. let me
If
read
anyone
the
can
comment.
tell you, it's this one.
That's right. But when I say I am done with you, that means I am all the way done. There is no wiggle room. I don't ever care to see West or Amanda's dumb faces ever again. Without loyalty, society will rip apart at the seams. Causing harm to others is not entertaining to me. Holy shit.
That is the most Aquarian thing I've ever heard.
Literally, first of all, I didn't know you were an Aquarian, but now that I know, I feel even closer to you. This is very exciting. And that is a distinctly Aquarian trait. We are able to detach like nobody's business, for better or worse.
I admire it.
I'm like you. When you are dead to me, you are dead to me. Don't. I was in a class. A guy did me dirty in my college, okay, as they do, as we're finding out.
No offense.
And in my class in college, I went to school with the same 18 people, including me, for 4 years. This one guy did me dirty. I did not speak a word to him for a year.
I believe it.
We were in acting school. Do you know how hard that is? I mean, we commit, and not everyone can do that. But that's also, we were just talking, Truth, I'm talking to you like this is live, but we were just talking about how, like, what would it do if they were just honest and said, like, hey, we're going to do better, and they really did do better. I feel like this is what Truth is talking about with this comment, where it's like, because we need to like set good examples for things. I'm not saying people are never going to screw up. We all have, and we all will. It's how you can make it better and move forward and not be a degenerate. And I just, you know.
And West has now fooled us not once, but twice.
Fool me once,
Shame on you.
Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I'ma f***ing kill you.
And I'm an Aquarius rising, and I have been recently practicing my ability to detach, and I've been really utilizing the block button.
It's great. I block people like you don't even know. Don't try me.
Don't try us.
Thank you.
Meg Gilchrist. Wow, there are 2 mics on Notify Studio. There's only one. FYI.
And then there's one Mark.
I was going to say, there's a Mark and a Mike.
Carrie Peacock. Yes, Natalie, they do look homeless. Why is that the chosen look? Because cool.
Homeless, not toothless.
Homeless chic. Nicheless boomer. I could agree 100% with Travis. I could agree 100% with Natalie. It's all about the timeline. When did Amanda and Wes get serious? I hear Natalie and everyone who says Ciara was wrong no matter what, but I disagree. The sequence of events matters.
Hold on, Nicheless, question for you. If they didn't give her the courtesy of just saying, hey, because I am also under the belief that West and Ciara have hooked up recently, like
Right,
in
so
the last few months.
This is the problem, is that you think that they hooked up. Some people think
know it in
West
my
and
gut.
Ciara are still madly in love. Some people think Ciara can't sleep at night because all she has is West jumping around her memories. Like, some people are like, well, you guys, this was 2 years ago. Some people are like,
But it
Ciara
wasn't 2 years ago.
freaking hates
He
this
was
guy.
flirting with her this summer.
Right, but that's
To me, I
Listen,
would be pissed if some
nobody
dude...
says she shouldn't be pissed. And if you are saying that, then like that's a little weird. Like, from jump, my first statement to this whole thing was, I don't like how West treated Ciara. Otherwise, I don't at this moment, this was a week ago, I don't know how I feel. Like, I'm not sure how wrong all of this was. Other than that, I don't like how West treated Ciara. She got f***ed in this deal again by this idiot. So like, but after that, it's all speculation. Like, it's all like, why did West do this to Ciara? Why? Like, I'm going to read a comment later that's 3 scenarios, and the third one is Looney Tune. But it's just as Looney Tune as all the other Looney Tunes ones, but it chooses love. It's like the love makes you crazy version. So like, we don't know if they were dating. We don't know if Wes had 52 girlfriends. We don't know if he's had a girlfriend for 2 years.
I don't know if it's 52, but there have been a lot of women. Hold on.
And I'm not saying this, I'm not getting on you.
Maybe
but
one
like,
for every state he's visited.
You just said that he might have had a girlfriend for 2 years.
Right. And I
allegedly.
No, but this is what it's just all a bunch of like speculation and hullabaloo, and like, if something sounds good for my argument, then I'm gonna go with that. Like, yeah, no, they were on a date 2 months ago. This guy's an asshole. Well, were they?
But here, this is the thing. I'm going off of what I historically know about West. And what I historically know about West is a great guy until you fall in love with him, meaning he's shit in relationships. And he even he said him being with Amanda is the deepest he's ever felt for someone. I'm sorry, with Ciara is the deepest he's ever felt for someone. That was like the most serious whatever, right? Meanwhile, he could have had a girlfriend at this time, allegedly, but who the knows? But point being is, I do think that there's some shady stuff that was going on where there are women coming out of the woodwork being like, he DM'd me, he hooked up with my friend in January, he hooked up with my friend in February. Even if all of that is not true, I think you have a friendship and a working relationship with Kyle. And obviously we've talked about Ciara and why we think that's so wrong. That the fact that like you're not reaching out to Kyle to say something seems a little weird to me. And I also don't think we can separate these two things. I think this is why it's a scandal, because you can't say, aside from what he did to Ciara, which was really crappy, nothing wrong was done. But it's like saying, aside from the person dying in the car accident, it was just a car accident. It's like, but someone did die. You can't take that out. Aside from being diagnosed with cancer today, it was a pretty good day. Like, I can't take that out. But who's taking it out? You're saying, aside from what happened with Ciara, I don't see anything wrong with the situation.
You're not taking it out. I'm saying that's the thing I see wrong with the situation.
And that's why it's...
And I'm not saying, again, that was a week ago. I'm moving away from that. But at the time, I gave my example of what I thought had happened. And I don't, like, if that's what happened, again... If what I think has happened, then I stand by, like, Ciara got a little, but like other than that, this it's not that huge of a deal. It's just a regular shitty situation.
Can I ask you a follow-up question? Mm-hmm. Where are you moving towards now, a week later? Do you still feel that way? Are you moving towards the love?
I'm moving more towards I just want to feel that way. Okay. Like I want to, like, listen, I don't want any of this to have happened, right? What I wanted is for Wes to be a normal that guy and shape up and get with Ciara the right way and live happily ever after. Now everyone's like, they're not right for each other. And I'm like, yeah, what kind of idiot am I? Like, of course they're not right for each other. Why did I ever want that? This is ridiculous. But like, that's what I wanted. I wanted those two I wanted him to make her win, like, and run off into the sunset and show everybody how it's done. That's what I wanted to have happen. I just watching the season now
feels so fake.
It doesn't feel fake. It just feels like, this was already, something was already going on. I don't know if they were banging back then or if they had already kissed or if they had talked about it or if this was just the beginning of the like touchy, grab the hood, hang out, hold a little too long. Meet in the whatever, go to the bathroom, into their bedroom, which you've never done, like those little moments, you know. But now that I watch, I'm like, oh, something seems super weird. Also, don't know if that's editing. Like that's the part, like that's the part that pisses me off too. Is all this is like, oh, I think they were dating. Well, he has 7 girlfriends. Well, he's had a girlfriend for 2 years. Well, they are dating last summer. Watch the show now, and it's all editing. It's all clickbait, you know what I mean? Like what we're doing now is clickbait and it's working. Like hoo-yah, like and subscribe, keep clicking. But it's clickbait. Like that's kind of what my thing was earlier. I was like, then what? Then what? So they come and give the perfect example, the perfect explanation, the perfect sorry. Then what? Nothing. Then nothing. They come and give the shit apology. Wes says nothing. Amanda says dumb shit. They all fight for 3 episodes and nothing gets resolved. Then what? The same thing and nothing. Like nothing's going to come of it.
To you, I don't agree with that. I said what would happen.
You think something's going to come of it?
I literally just said
but you
what
didn't. You said what you think should happen.
No, I said
not
if
what would
they
happen
come and say, and they're
all
completely
things,
honest about everything,
what?
And they say, and moving forward, like I'm going to be in therapy, I'm going to do better, all of those things, and they do start leading a life where we're not getting stories. You can see when someone has made changes in their life, e.g., Carl, right? Like we see that Carl is not struggling in the throes of addiction anymore. And that's beautiful to watch his growth. So like being a good example for people, specifically when you're on television, is not ever going to be a bad thing. But I also have a follow-up question for you, Mike. Do you
You still
think
didn't answer the question, but that's okay.
I did?
What's
Wait,
the
no,
question?
I don't understand what you're.
I know, and I'm probably not asking it right. So forget about it.
Okay.
Let's move on. What's your follow-up question?
My follow-up question is because you were saying, like, maybe it's like depending on all these details that we don't know, maybe it's not so wrong.
Listen, I don't mean it's not wrong. Like, continue with your question. I don't want everyone to be like, this guy's a psychopath. This is wrong. This is a wrong thing. The whole situation should not have happened. Kyle and West are friends. It's a friend group. The whole thing. And I've always said this is an unfortunate situation. It's unfortunate. It's not right. No part of it is right. There's no part of it that I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm cool with it. I'm not cool with it. I just don't know if it's like Scandoval. Those two were banging for 9 months under their nose in their house. Like, that's their house. That's crazy stuff. Like, that's crazy. That girl was crazy. She moved in on her like that. Scandoval was scandalous, right? The whole thing. It ruined a TV show. We do not yet know that that's this level. Right now, this is a woman getting a divorce, falling in love with a dude in a friend group that her buddy used to be with 2 years. Like, this is complicated.
Used to be
this
2
sucks.
years ago, and then tried to hook up with this summer.
We don't know that.
No, we do. We saw him flirt with her.
But she didn't reciprocate.
It doesn't matter. He was still.
I know. Okay.
You could go fishing and not catch a fish.
You're
You
trying
still went
to put
fishing.
it on me that I'm like, it. I'm literally
No, but I
telling you
think it
this
is
is a thing.
It's a
He
fact that
flirted
he
with her,
flirted
but
with
we
her
don't
this
know
summer.
why. We don't know why he flirted
It doesn't
with her.
matter. If
no,
he was
it does matter.
No, because if he was doing it because he genuinely
doesn't
had
matter
feelings,
that it-
or if she was a pawn, it's both up.
It's right. Nobody's saying it's not up.
But you're not even acknowledging that it happened when you're giving the
No, I
rundown.
literally am. I said this 10 minutes ago. When this whole thing broke and we did our first part 1 of Westside Scamandal, the first thing I said was, I do not like the way that West dealt with Ciara, like that West treated Ciara. Like, the thing that I think is wrong here is how he treated her. Other than that, and then I went into my I don't know if this is Scandoval. I don't. The first thing I said was, that's a problem. I have never deviated from that. He flirted with her. I said it before all this happened. Said it all season long. You and I were saying it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you're gonna come for her again, you better. You know what happened last time. You knew it then. Fine, you made up for it. We're all forgiving you, all of us. Don't do it again.
Don't mess it up.
If you're not coming back a second time.
Perfect. I wasn't hearing that. When you were just saying this, what I thought you were saying was basically they hooked up 2 years ago and now we're in present day. I thought you were skating over like what had happened over the summer, this last summer.
No, and I'm
Got
not
it.
like that again. Like, I have a
Yeah,
problem
no,
with what
I
happened
hear you
last
now. I didn't
summer.
hear
And
that.
then if I find out that West was banging Amanda last summer, it's even 10,000 times worse.
We need the
right?
Lindsay Hubbard timeline of all
I need
this
the
before we
timeline.
can really make any definitive.
But
Right.
one thing I can be super definitive about, and this is where I'm a dog with a bone, I can't get past, and maybe I'm missing something. So if I am, someone in the comments, please tell me. Or someone here, please tell me. I can't get past that we had this incredibly vulnerable moment on the show that everybody was not literally tuned in for, but like at the table at dinner that night when everyone was talking about their experience about being a Black person on this show, specifically Ciara being a Black woman in a relationship with this white dude named West Wilson. How did that not make like an indelible mark on your soul so you know that you're doing something that, for better or worse, it involves Ciara? We are all currently watching a season where you are flirting with this girl and you don't have one thought in your head, even if this is true love with Amanda and West, which I don't think it is.
No.
But even if it is, right? You guys can't put the two working brain cells that you guys have together and say, I don't want her to get clobbered. She was so vulnerable and so open about what had happened to her because of the experience she had with West. When this comes out, it's going to be an avalanche of stuff on her all over again. How do we mitigate that? Maybe we talk to her beforehand, before we do anything, so she's in on things with us, because maybe she won't care, because maybe something that we don't know is that they were all friends and Ciara's dating some hot guy that we don't even know about. But like, none of that happened. None of that. They didn't talk to Ciara about this. And I just think it's really crappy that you have a friend that was completely vulnerable with you and was crying and telling you her experience, and you didn't acknowledge that at all. It was just my needs, my needs, my needs. And I don't care.
Not only did you not acknowledge it, you shit all over it. That's why I'm so
mad.
I'm so mad at him and Amanda.
It's so thoughtless.
It's
to
so
a person that
thoughtless.
was so thoughtful to you.
Wes did say it's the deepest relationship he's ever had. That's saying a lot, because clearly Wes isn't capable of a lot of deep relationships with people. So if he's saying that about Ciara,
It's saying everything. It was a 4-month relationship. I'm not discrediting their relationship. It was 4 months. Like, and I don't know. I'm a guy who's had multiple year
That can happen in a month.
relationships. Like 4 months, that's the most significant. And I'm saying that it's not. I'm saying like you're how old, and that's your
They were
most
in their 20s. What they dated 3 years ago. So Ciara was 27, and I
Wes
think
was 29.
29.
Okay.
I'm 29.
I know.
still-
I'm just saying, like, it does, like, if they were in their 40s, this would even be way different. But like, to say that in your 20s does read a little bit more.
I had a Wes Wilson a couple months ago. It
Yeah.
was hell.
For 4 months?
It was like 3.
But was it the most deepest significant relationship you've
It
ever
was-
had in your
It was
life?
pretty deep.
Yeah.
It was pretty deep.
Okay. All right. I got 2 more. And then Harris has some. Why
Wait,
do
you never asked your follow-up question. What was your follow-up
Oh,
question?
that's true.
Oh, when you say like you don't like how he treated Ciara, right? But like then you don't see anything wrong with like him and Amanda getting together. Does it not like I'm overridden
I
with
don't have a
spiciness because of
problem.
it?
I don't have a problem with him and Amanda being together if, and this Ningy Dingy has been, love you back, very vocal that we are losing an opportunity here, because I'm not in outrage over this, and Travis isn't in outrage over this, and like,
would like to add to that sentiment.
okay, great, Mick Fix, love you back, love you too, like, but like, I am of the place of, if these people just recently got together and they have spent the last however many months and maybe filming last season, having these moments and touching and realizing like, oh shit, like there might be something here. And then they like, now they're like, oh, fucking Kyle's being a dick. He's off DJing again. He won't answer his phone. And Wes is like, dude, I'm going out with Carl and the boys. Like, come out. Lindsay might meet up. And she goes, has the time of her life. West is super nice and comforting and listens to her. They're texting the next day, whatever. And then it just slowly builds. Like, that's where I'm at, right? And it's an if. I've clarified that is an if. That is my speculation, and it's more of a hope, because I'm like you, I'm just hopeless romantic. I love love. I don't want people to be crazy psychos, and I don't know how that works, right? I don't know how the alternative works. So right now, my brain can only process, well, that seems normal. They just slowly fell in love. Surely they had this one of those 2 conversations. Like, because how could you not?
Wait, when you say they had one of those
like the A
conversations,
and B that we talked about earlier,
Yeah,
like, oh,
but they
this is going to
didn't.
be a huge problem.
Oh,
This
oh, yeah, yeah.
Scandoval, we can't not do something about, or holy shit, we're going to make so much money off that, whatever, right?
And
or
you're saying you just can't understand how none of this went
I
through
can't
their brains.
understand how none of it, that they
Yeah,
were
no,
just
I get
fooling
where you're
around
saying
this
now, 'cause
whole
I was
time
lost.
behind everyone's back. Like, I don't understand that. So like, but again, to answer your question, I'm coming of a place of that. Ningy literally just made a comment that was like, "You're an idiot," and they've
Ningy,
been.
I'm with you.
Yeah, right. Totally fine. She didn't say that literally, but she
Well,
wanted. She
that's
wanted
what you
to.
meant to
Yeah.
say.
Sentiment was there.
Yeah, if you read between the lines. But she was like, she's going off. They've been banging this whole time. So like, that's why she's upset. It's because she thinks they've been banging this whole time. Ningy, if I thought they were banging this whole time, I would be right there with you and going absolutely crazy, because
But
I
we just
hate a
don't know.
cheater, and that's cheating. I hate a marriage breakup cheater. Boo, you trust, I would be losing. I would be Jackson it. Barry would have to double ship because I would be pounding these like. So it's just where we're all coming from, right? So right now, I was coming from the place before this even broke of West. You kind of seem to be with Ciara, and I don't like it, right? Before any of this, I didn't like the flirting unless it was going to go somewhere. And
unless they were going to live on the ranch and live happily ever after.
Then I'm in. Like, that's what I wanted, right? So in that sense, I'm also kind of coming from this place of like, what else was done wrong? Amanda doing this to her friend, getting dicked over by these two white people. In the whole, like, yes, if all that shit was going on.
But it's not if all that stuff is going on, because even if they started hooking up now, right? We've seen him flirt over the summer. We don't know why it is. It doesn't matter. He was still flirting with her.
But what we don't know is what's behind the scenes. Like when Wes is like, oh, it's all for the show. So then again, and people are going to be like, you're all over the place. I'm not all over the place. I'm in one place. The place is, I don't know where I'm at. Like, you know what I mean? I'm acknowledging that like I have a belief based on my personal experience, which is loving love and being romantic and wanting that to happen and not being a cheater and not understanding how those things work, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh, I'm this amazing little angel. I'm not. If Natalie was here, she would tell you.
You're just choosing not to give into cynicism with the situation, basically?
Maybe, and just the like hatred and the bullying and the just go, if none of us know anything, some of us are going straight to, let's get crazy and burn everyone. And some of us are like, whoa, dude, let's just make an assumption, because we are on a podcast, it is what we're doing, and chill out for a second. And I think I'm in that boat and starting to be curious about what's in your guys' boat. No lie. Like I'm starting to wonder, like,
you know what's in our boat? Wrong? Being right. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I know, totally. But that's the like,
which is being outraged.
Yeah, but that's the thing is we're all going off what we think.
I guess what I'm understanding is is part of your point of view, which is diametrically opposed from my point of view, which is why I think I was getting confused. Is you're saying that you think I can't even believe I'm saying this out loud because I think it's so outlandish. But I think Mike is saying that, because we need to make it clear
I'm
that
blaming it all on Mark.
Not me, okay? No,
let's break that meteor out.
No, are you saying that you think possibly that Ciara said they all had that whole conversation at dinner as a ploy to pull on America's heartstrings so that when...
Bro, did you get into my weed? What in the actual
because
hell
I don't understand how
right now?
you think that Ciara would be so vulnerable and honest about her experience as a Black woman on this show, only to then be in on a scam that's going to come out as a scandal to get rich and famous. Like, that's dark. And that's one of the things you're saying. Like, basically, like, it doesn't, everyting she said.
No, I'm not saying.
Wait, I don't know if that's exactly what he's saying. I don't know exactly what
he's
saying.
saying.
Okay, I don't understand what you're
this
saying.
This happened last week, and I don't know why. I'm presenting options. This whole, anytime, just for clarification, everybody out there, if it were doing a Westside Scamandal, I'm presenting options until you hear me say, holy
You're presenting possible
like,
multiverses in which this doesn't go to shit.
Exactly. And when I say my A-B conversation, I'm not saying they did that. I'm saying like there's so many people, like I can't believe that these two have been hooking up, canoodling, wondering, realizing, whatever it is for however long, right? And not telling anybody and not having that conversation. Like the two of them have not had this conversation, whether they've been together or thinking or what, for 2 weeks or 2 years. That's wild to me, right? There's been a conversation. So the A-B of it all is there's the conversation of like, shit, this is going to suck. We need to talk about, what are we going to do? Ciara, oh, what about Kyle? That conversation happened. Or the conversation, Scandoval, those two Ariana's loaded right now. You know, even the dumb girls like Scandoval, even Sandoval's getting rid. Like, you know how much money we could make off this if we play our cards right? Kyle, Loverboy's in the chat. Dude, Loverboy just went up 40%. Like, that's a real thing that just happened. So, like, I'm not saying that happened. I'm not saying it couldn't have happened. Like, these are savvy people with savvy business people and PR people.
That was just between Amanda and...
I don't think that happened.
Or no, your hypothetical, though, is like just between West and Amanda? Or you think like they talked to
I don't think
Ciara
Ciara
about it and
had
Kyle
anything
about
to
it?
do with that scenario.
Wait, say
I
that
think
again?
I don't think Ciara would have anything to do with that.
I think what
scenario.
you're
And that's
saying-
why, wait, hold on really quick, because this is what I have to get out. And that's why I'm so irritated, because no matter what way, what hypothetical situation we put out, it's all discounting Ciara. None of it includes...
but that's no one said anything other than that. No one's argued. No one's said the opposite of that. No one ever.
Yes,
Not even
I guess
Travis.
maybe
Travis is the only one truly here that's like nothing happened. These two consenting single adults hooked up, basically, except for Ciara.
I was
He
singing
thinks
your
that they're-
praises earlier, Travis.
Except for Ciara. Like, there is no one on earth who doesn't think Ciara was wronged in this
But then we
situation.
have-
It's the level of which she was wronged that we're wondering. And we won't know until more of these facts come out. And there are
Totally.
the ningies who are like, bro, you're dumb. The facts are there. This has been going on. It's
all
it's
speculation,
level
though.
billion horrible. Maybe it is. And I'll be there with you if we find out. I think this is level 100 horrible.
See, and
horrible,
I don't even need to
but
be
not a
like...
billion.
I don't even need to know if they had been hooking up over the summer, even if it was just they started hooking up in January. And because I really, and again, it's just thinking, speculation. I don't think they sat Ciara down to be like, hey, girl, this is what's going on. We know that you, for better or worse, we are entangled. How would you like to handle this? How do we want to handle this? I don't think that happened. And that's why it doesn't matter to me. Of course, it matters once we find out what's going on. That's not what I'm speculating about. If they were hooking up this summer or they weren't. I'm saying you completely disregarded this person. And I don't hear you talking about that at all. And that's where I am getting, like, I guess I just want to see that you're mad because of that.
I think he has said that. I think he has
No, I know.
said
You're just a calm, mad person.
I think he has said that. He's just trying to, again, like you said, I think I understand. I'm of your thinking, like, I'm outraged on behalf of Ciara.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you're kind of just presenting, like, if they did have a conversation, which they probably didn't, clearly they probably didn't, they either had the let's give it to her gently or let's make a ton of money from this. And they didn't consider Ciara's feelings in either situation, correct? Is that kind of what you're saying?
They would have. In the conversation scenario A, I think they probably did.
In conversation A, they would have considered Ciara's
In conversation
feelings.
A, they consider everything. They consider how horrible this is. What
I
have we
understand
done?
now.
We have to have this conversation. We have to talk to her. We have to talk. Like, what? How are we going to handle this? This is they understand the ramifications and what's going on. Conversation B, they understand what's going on and potentially
chose to just go with it.
no, they just. And again, I'm not saying they had these conversations.
It's all speculation.
I'm saying I don't think there's a world where all conversation didn't happen, right? Like that was what we were talking about. Is like people were saying that that there's no talk, no conversation, no nothing. They've just been banging, no regard for anybody at all. That to me, that's an option. That is an option.
The third mysterious
I
option.
can't get my head around it. So Ciara, 100% the victim. I am pissed at Wes. I was Wes's biggest champion. I was the first
really
one to
were.
go back for Wes. I was the first one to fall in love with Wes. I was the one probably that was like, I was real mad about the Ciara thing, but like,
I was right there with you.
yeah, but like, I'm his guy.
You were like, it's okay.
I'm still sitting
We
here
were
being like,
boyfriends,
how
so-
is the guy that asked KJ if he needs to be checked up on, talks to Kyle and says a thing like, listen, you know what I thought? This is such a side note. And if you haven't seen Timmy, you won't know. My friend Timmy is one of my friends. And Natalie and I talk about this. And I told him in the last time he was here, he did our first summer house this season, that Timmy, I love Timmy and I trust Timmy 100%. And Timmy is the guy that will tell me like, dude, you did a thing. You shouldn't have done that thing. You definitely shouldn't have handled it that way. And I'm the guy who's like, yeah, but what? No. And he's like, nope, no. And go apologize and don't bring up laundry when you do. Right? That's Timmy. And I know that Timmy's 100% right. I know that he has my back. I know, like, that's when I saw Wes saying that thing to Kyle, that it gave me Timmy vibes. There's not a world, there's not a parallel universe where Timmy does what Wes did maliciously and without considering what's going to happen. So like, that's kind of where I'm like, I don't understand how this dude has done this thing. So like, I'm still having problems accepting Wes being a
you have a blind
person.
spot with it because you don't want to believe that
you know
it's
what?
true.
It's that I'm in
You're in
shock.
shock.
I can't feel the pain. I'm in shock. I don't.
I think when you were saying all that stuff in the beginning, being like, is West the guy that would do this and do that? Like, is that really this bad guy? I think that it's either two truths. He could be a really good friend and a really crap person to be in a relationship with. But I don't think that's true because he's showing himself as a bad friend to Kyle and
that's coming
Ciara.
from me.
Yeah.
So,
or is everything he's doing because that's like, because I said this last week, because I'm a nice guy. People like me. I'm funny. I'm Wes Wilson. And I think everything is to get that attention. Like I said it last week, it's his humor. It's the way he dresses. It's the costumes he chooses. He loves attention.
he's sick.
I think in an unhealthy way. And I also think, do you remember when we did that episode for The Bachelor? Yeah, for The Bachelor. And Natalie and I were talking about the character Rose. And we were like, Mike, we're telling you this is not how it went down. He's like, no, I am telling you she is a mean girl. And she was trying to throw this other girl under the bus. And Natalie and I were like, no, that's really not what happened. We promise you're going to regret saying this. And then the next week.
Yeah, Justice for Rose. But
We had an episode entitled Justice for Rose because it ended out coming out. They showed the scene that Natalie and I were trying to describe to Mike, even though they hadn't aired it yet. We were like, we feel like this is what happened with Rose. She was really trying to be a friend. And Mike was like, no, she was not. She was trying to stir the pot. And then the week after, Mike may have gotten it wrong. And I feel like this is Justice for Rose.
But what have I gotten wrong? That's the thing that everyone's getting confused. And that's obviously my problem because everyone's getting confused that they're like, oh, this is what you think. You're going all in 100% on this. And all I've said this entire time is I'm pissed at what happened to Ciara and I'm unsure of what happened. And my gut, because of who I am, is going with I'm the story of these two friends fell in love and it's a shitty situation. So like, I'm not sure what I'm.
I think the way I heard it initially, and this might be what other people are hearing, and then maybe this is where the disconnect was, is the way it sounded to me was besides what happened to Ciara, which wasn't right, I don't know if anything wrong has happened here. And it seemed to minimize what happened to Ciara. And it's like the apology with the but in it. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. I'm saying I think that that's might be how people received it. So that it's like saying like, she was wronged, but if they just fell in love, is it that bad? That sounds way more like we're excusing kind of the pain that Ciara's going through and how she.
But this is the thing that you're saying. So like, I'm not excusing.
No, I don't think you are.
No, but you're saying.
I think that's what people are hearing.
So this is fine. I'm not 100%. Ciara's devastated over this. Like I'm not. Like I don't think Ciara's in love with Wes. I don't think Ciara was rethinking about Wes. I don't think Ciara was considering it. Maybe for half a second during a conversation of Summer House. I think Ciara is over that dude. I think anything that was, oh, is there a will they, won't they, was coming from him and a story producer in the edit, right? I don't recall her saying anything about wanting to be with him except when I think Mia or somebody asked, is there a world? And she was like, and then Lindsay was like, let me make it easy. There's zero chance Carl and I will, and she went on her thing, and Ciara was like, okay, well, when you put it that way, then yeah, there is a world West and I get back together. Meaning she doesn't want to kill him, right? Like Lindsay does. So
No,
like, I'm curious to know if Ciara was so caught up and hung up on West.
I think
still.
she was.
Okay.
Yes, for two reasons. Number one, she just posted on her Instagram stories. Did you see it was like the picture of the little
God with the
girl
teddy
and God?
bear.
Yes.
Yes.
McFix says almost immediately, nope. I tried. I got to minute 8:48 and had to exit. What is this, honey? In my Nene voice.
What is this, honey? Is one of my favorite things to say.
Where's Courtney? Is
love
this the
McFix.
Travis that likes the Cowboys that I was supposed to like? He doesn't even go here.
That is the Travis who likes the Cowboys that you're supposed to be BFFs with.
And then she said, also, I don't have any makeup on. I was not planning on doing a show.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. And then she put, is he following any of the gossip pages? Does he know who Cooke is? And then Cooke replied, does he know who I am?
That's funny. But don't
Okay.
sit up like that.
If you don't, you
You're
should.
probably totally out of focus that whole time. So.
What are you going to do? Tab Powers, where
Correct. You all right? You guys were starting to come around to my side, I think.
I don't know if coming around is the right word,
Yeah.
but we were starting to at least understand where you're coming
Yeah, we're
from,
just
and
trying
that
to
like,
understand.
and that you're not trying to, you're not, and we don't think that you are, but you were saying that it might come across that he might be diminishing
Yes!
Ciara's experience in all of this, and I don't think that's what he's trying to do at
No.
all. In fact, I think option A conversation that they hypothetically could have had
Yeah.
was the one that they did consider her feelings.
Yeah, I think so too.
But unfortunately, we're living in the reality where I think maybe they had the other
But
conversation.
how could
where
they be
didn't.
considering her feelings if they're not including her in the conversation?
So you listen, yes, you're 100% right. And I was right before you said, I was like, So again, all hypotheticals, but in hypothetical A, they have that, they make out, they do it, they whatever. And the next morning, hopefully, they're like, oh, they understand what they done, right? They understand this is not going to go well, regardless,
Especially
right?
after the conversation that Ciara had with them at dinner, like
That
we're
and
shitting
her
on that.
confessionals.
The marriage-
She
we're
was
not
crying over him in
divorced.
her confessionals this
Yeah.
season. She was the producer.
Yeah,
Remember when they
now
were
listen,
like,
yeah, she was, yes, but like again, I don't think she's crying over West.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. Do we think she's really that?
I think she's
heartbroken about
crying. I
West?
think she's still
I think
probably
yes.
bummed that like this thing happened and there's this online, the online hate came, but like this other version of it that is like, what the like, I don't think she's hung up on West still. I don't think she's still hung up on it. I think it bothers her. I think it's a thing that she now remembers. I think it's a moment that she's pissed about, right? That happened in her life, that this dude did and caused. But I don't know.
You were saying there's two reasons as to why you think so. What are
Yes.
the reasons?
the reason is the Instagram story post when it was
Oh,
God
yeah,
with the bigger
yeah,
teddy
yeah,
bear
yeah.
behind the back, and there's a little girl holding a small teddy bear, and God is like bending down and saying, like wanting to take that teddy bear from her with the bigger one behind her back, being like, you don't even know what's coming. Don't worry that I'm taking this small thing. You're getting something even bigger. So there's that to show that like she
still cares.
that this situation has been hurtful to her. And then I also think when she was in her confessional, and remember West was like, they were like, so do you still have feelings for her? And he's like, I don't know. What does she think? And off. It's not cute. It's annoying. A real adult would be like, yeah, I like you and let's tango. But when they asked Ciara and she was talking about it, and she was, I think, again, this is a projection disclaimer, but that dude that did me dirty, that I was using the example of like, if Nat started hooking up with him and we haven't hooked up in a very long time, there are times, because we had a thing, there were like these special moments that were just like, it just felt so good to be with someone who like understood me and liked to do the shit that I like to do. And he shit all over that in a really crappy way that I did not see coming. And it doesn't matter that I haven't talked to him in a really long time. I'm still upset about it. So when I don't want to be with this person, but when she's talking about that, I feel like that's what she's talking about. She's just like, it fucking sucks because I don't like a lot of people. And I like this asshole. And he did me dirty. And I got hammered on social media from all different groups of people. And I'm just trying to be perfect because I'm the first Black woman on this, or not the first, but like I'm one of the only Black people that has been on this show. And I feel like I have to be perfect and show up perfect. And I'm just trying my hardest. And and I got lambasted and I really got my heart broken, and I still miss the fact that like here was someone that I had good sex with and made me laugh and I loved being on his farm, and like I haven't had that in so long and I'm just upset about it.
Yeah. Do you remember why she started talking about that though?
Because they asked her.
Like she didn't bring it up. They didn't ask because it was like, oh, do you still have feelings for West? It was West started flirted with her. And so then it became a story that the producers had to ask about.
It doesn't matter. That emotion is still living inside of her, whether he was flirting with her or not.
What I'm saying, listen, I got cheated on when I was 21 years old. That's a long time ago. And that person is named, her name, Who Slept With All My Friends. That's her name, right? You've heard, if you've been here long enough, we put out a short that like I text Natalie and I'm like, hey, where are you when you coming? We are both hate cheaters, loyal, like that. I don't worry about that. But there's a part of me that still is like, you're banging some other dude. Not for, but a little bit. I will never get over Mandy, Who Slept With All My Friends. Ever. I will always be mad at her. I don't know her. I have no idea. I've not spoken to this girl in 30 years. I will forever. She has ruined a small piece of me forever, right? And I love, this was not like some random dumb girl. Like this was the first girl that I was like, oh my God, now I'm going to cry. I feel bad that she did this. It was horrible. And it was a friend. It was a friend of mine who banged her.
Like, why'd you do that to him?
Like
See, this is why I'm outraged about Ciara, and now I'm outraged about you, and I don't even know this girl. I didn't even know this happened to you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I need more tissues. Stop for my bloody nose.
Dude, I know. I feel like
she was full blown crying.
just milking it over here.
This episode has gone off the rails. We've been talking about for 2
Wes.
Wes, look what you're doing to Chandler. But now we've actually made real headway, Mike. Okay. Do you see why I'm so upset? Because now I'm crying about what happened to you. And you're not Ciara. You're a white guy. It doesn't matter what happens to you. I'm just kidding.
What I'm saying is I can still get emo about a thing that happened to me 30 years ago. And I don't have feelings for this girl, right? Like that's not a thing. So I think Ciara will forever be a little at West and this white dude that got one over on me. And that's fine. She should and can and that sucks. It's gonna suck for ever, right? Hopefully it doesn't suck forever, right? Hopefully it doesn't suck forever. But that doesn't mean she still has feelings for him. And I don't think she brought all that up and cried because of the feelings that she still longs for West. I think it's that like.
For sure. I hear you.
Anger and frustration, and I don't want to say embarrassment.
It's just closer out than your 30-year thing. And I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying it was
Sounds like you're
summers.
minimizing my life experiences.
It was 2 summers prior, and it was...
Listen,
he was actively flirting with her again.
I'm not minimizing any of that. Again, she's the victim, 100%. West is at fault, 100%. What we talked about with Travis is what level... I'm unsure of yet, but it's a level for sure.
And I feel like it has gone up a level since last we spoke.
For me, yes, definitely.
Yes.
But I still don't know if Ciara's in love with West. I don't know if I believe that.
Stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were reading comments.
We were doing comments. Probably 1,000 more now. Last one, Lil Red.
Progress though.
Hi, Wes has been with 4 women. I think everyone needs to get tested. That is probably true, Red.
There is not enough, like I said, doxycycline in the Hamptons for whatever those women that he was
is growing on his dingle hopper.
Doing. You're the H.
Okay. I was just gonna ask.
If you come with a story and I start crying again, I don't know if we can cover the episode. This is a lot. Okay, it's a lot.
Wait till we get to the part in the actual episode where Lindsay doesn't talk to her mom and I break out.
Oh my God! Sorry. Okay.
Sorry. The only thing that would satiate me for this is if Lindsay narrates. And that, maybe
wait, what'd you say? If what?
Cheeseburger.
Maybe another pinkberry.
Yeah.
I need Lindsay, and then we'll get in this comment. I need Lindsay to have a Lindsay timeline of events.
Yeah.
Lindsay, please.
And narrate this entire scamandal based off of what they all know.
Yeah.
And then I will feel Not better.
More settled.
I'll feel more settled about it.
I feel like
nervous
I know what's
system
going
We'll-
on.
Yeah.
We'll reset.
Samesies,
Okay.
samesies.
So Dennis Brenton said, if Paige and Amanda were really good friends, then why wouldn't Paige go talk to Amanda to find out what the heck she's doing? As a friend, you do that. You're not condoning what Amanda's doing. Then you tell her she has to talk to Ciara, or you will. They all know that Amanda has issues.
You talk to Amanda or I'll do it. They
Oh,
all know.
yeah, okay,
Sorry,
okay,
I'm
okay,
icing
okay.
my nose.
Well, that's funny that...
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Whoa, what in the hell is going on?
Okay, well, this is how...
Wait, let me finish that. You don't have to waste it.
The actual.
I'm not gonna lose it again.
Wait, didn't you lose it on a Summer House episode?
Dude, like
I can't
3
handle
times.
these people. I'm too emotionally connected to this shit.
We're too
You know what's
parasocially
funny?
attached. We need to be more Aquarian with them.
I get crazy mad and storm off, and this one just
just
goes into full
start crying.
giggle fest and crying.
I don't know what my ism is yet, but time will tell.
Yeah, you'll get one.
Okay, this comment reminds me about what we were talking about earlier. The internet is a crazy place because people are now speculating that Paige knew about everything, and that is one of the reasons why she left the show, because she could not look these people in the face. Whether I believe that to be true or not, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh
but
my
this
God,
is where
I can't
this
take
has
that.
this is where this has taken us, and the fact that I had to question that being true or not at all makes me feel crazy.
So like, but the same
She's not even on the show anymore,
Yeah.
and she's being dragged into it.
But
Yeah.
then I start going like, okay, well, Hannah or like Paige and Amanda best friends, Ciara and Amanda best friends, Paige and Ciara best friends, right? And I
then
said this last year or two, I think it was last season. We were talking about that, and I was like, listen, Paige and Hannah are best friends. Those that's a best friends.
I agree.
That shit is ride or die, murder, hide a body. Those two are made for each other.
Yeah.
100%. There's never been a moment between Paige and anyone else that is at every moment with her and Hannah. If they
I don't
are
feel the
best
same about
friends,
Amanda
I
and
don't
Paige.
know. Like, at what point does Amanda, like, who's Amanda's girl that she goes to say, I'm banging West. I'm banging my husband's friend. Who's West's guy? I think it's Jesse because he had a little but like, do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately for him, because Jesse has the biggest mouth on the planet.
Well, but I also think, and I
Also,
said
Jesse
before,
looks
like, if
great
you tell
now.
Jesse,
Yeah, Jesse looks like a saint right now.
Right.
Yeah, Jesse's like
how
George
did
Clooney
Kyle
currently.
and Jesse, the two douche nozzles,
Dude,
go from 0
We're
to
living
hero?
in a parallel universe. That's why.
100%. But I think, like, who do you go to, right? Like, how does Paige not know, or Amanda not go to Paige, or you know what I mean? Like,
Right. How close friends were you?
how close of friends were you? And
Yeah,
if you're
no,
not that close, then what are we doing here? Hypothetical. What
Also-
are we calling this episode?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
A la Janet.
Well, Nat will tell us if we're
Yeah.
calling it allegedly.
I'm calling it allegedly.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Go watch Giggly Squad. Most recent episode. They made a comment about it.
We just watched it. It was really
It
good.
was so good.
Yeah, super fun.
Okay, Pat Clark. Don't you think Amanda and Wes will now discuss the things Ciara told Amanda in confidence? There is nothing good that will come of this. And no, I agree. There's nothing good. This
Nothing,
will only
Pat.
bring more devastation that the world just doesn't need.
At all.
Not Mike being in Travis's position last time this was talked about, and now Mike has moved more toward the correct side and working to bring Travis over.
Trying.
That's what we got to do with these straight dudes. Just
That was
Reel
that's
them
Gary
over to the-
Peacock.
Gary Peacock.
I'm sorry, I forgot to read the name. Nicheless Boomer said, beginning to wonder about the STD stats in the Bravoverse.
Dude, so high.
And
It's
I actually
gotta
don't know if I
be-
want to know that.
Yeah.
wait, do you know
truth.
where the highest levels of STDs are always found?
Bravo.
Nursing homes.
Oh, yeah. No, I've
Oh,
heard
interesting.
Because no one can get pregnant, so everyone's
that.
raw
they
dogging
just
it.
Bang all the time.
How
Those guys
amazing
are
is that?
freaks. Grammy.
Yikes.
Grammy getting it done.
The irony of the last party
Oh.
was the old person party.
That's wild.
I wonder how many people boned in their costumes.
Ew.
What?
Well, maybe Jessie and that girl in the bathroom while she pissed.
Uh,
Okay. Moving on.
Pat Clark, what the hell was Amanda thinking? She wasn't. Who looks in the mirror and says, I want to be Tom Sandoval and Rachel Leviss rolled into one. And you know what? Amanda definitely rolled one.
Who said that?
That was Pat Clark.
Oh, that's Pat Clark. Pat. That's
Amanda
very funny.
definitely rolled one, and I mean a joint,
Yeah.
and said, I don't give a shit about these people.
Okay.
And I think that's all.
Great. Now, like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend, and go to part 2 because we got to talk about the episode.
Oh,
2
yeah,
hours
we have an
later.
episode to talk about.
Mwah.
I just
Yeah.
love a douchebag, but I think this
This is a bridge too far for even you.
This isn't it.
Scamandal has awakened
That's
a
right.
chakra in my brain
You
to
can't look past this.
unburden me of the plague of the boy.
Listen, a douchebag
And that's growth.
is fine. He excelled past douchebag,
What did he excel past to?
like Looney Tunes, like
Looney
full
Tunes,
blown.
yeah.
Like if all this is
He's
like
in Tiger Woods territory.
No, calm down, stop it.
What?
Ah.
He was such a Lothario.
Tiger Woods.
Yes. How do you think he got all of his windows smashed in his car? Elin was like, I am not gonna
was
have it.
one window and
Allegedly.
one smashing. Okay. And you don't know his backstory, all right?
You
So
don't know.
don't let me tell you another sad story about how Tiger Woods grew up.
I listen, in the
All
great
right,
words
all
of my
right, all
mother,
right.
there are reasons you do things, but not excuses.
Yes, and I can tell you the reasons Tiger Woods lives the life he does.
Right, but it doesn't excuse his behavior.
Okay, well,
Oh, so that's how you're comparing him to
yeah,
Wes.
seriously.
I
In
understand.
Courtney's world, you got to be perfect. Otherwise, you're donezo.
Or just apologize. Just come out and
But
apologize.
Apologize
to your
perfectly.
sister.
It's got to be a perfect apology with no buts.
It's got to be a sincere
and
apology.
A sincere
Or-
apology.
perfectly sincere.
Paige was always capable of doing it.
No, she
And-
wasn't.
Oh,
She
come-
apologized
are
to
we-
Craig for cheating on him.
She didn't cheat
Remember
on him.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
all
now
of a
she
sudden,
didn't cheat on him.
all
All
of a sudden
right.
now we're just
Spritz
not
Wars is
speculating
back
anymore.
on.
We're-
You're
there's no
speculating that she didn't.
hypotheticals anymore.
No,
I'm just saying maybe she did, maybe she didn't. My name's Mike Connors.
I think we all know she did.
like and subscribe.
Allegedly.
Wait.
Yeah. Palaver Girl, Nat's reading your comments as we speak, and she said, "You're my hero," and thank you. Guys, Nat is editing out of her ears. So, like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend. She's working on getting all of this up really soon, but head on over to the actual coverage of the episode, which will be up as soon as Natalie can get it up. Bye.
Te quiero mucho.
Hasta luego.